Stuart Simons gets the run into turn 1 from pole position ahead of Ben Yeomans and Lee Clackett. Here comes Phil Ingram from 6 on the grid. He's pushed Garford onto the grass. Trevor Randall's on there as well. On board with Jamie Jenkins down to turn 2 behind Jonathan Lissider on the left, forcing a passage through. Lissider on the grass. Garford makes a run on 5th. Godwin up the inside. It's 3 wide into turn 3. Contact on Jenkins. He just manages to keep it off the tyres, and the race has been neutralised. The timing loop was not armed. It's a major break for Jamie Jenkins. He'd fallen to about 12th or 13th in that incident. Well, they say if you can't be good, be lucky. Well, here we go on the second one. Front row is Stu Simons and Ben Yeomans. Second row of Lee Clackett and Sam Garford. Jenkins' championship rival Chris Powell is ahead of him. The charge down to turn 1, and Simons has got the whole shot again. Garford trying to bully Powell. Plenty of contact. It's Simons, Yeomans, Clackett. Garford now on the outside. Trying to go around the outside, Sam Garford. He's making it work. He's got 3rd. Ben Yeomans has got the lead down to turn 3. Powell trying to defend from Jamie Jenkins. Onto the back straight for the first time. It's Yeomans, Simons, Garford, Clackett, Powell, gap to Jenkins. Dan Butler's made a move on Phil Ingram, and Dave Lewis has followed through with him. This time the start hasn't been kind to Phil Ingram. He started 6th, he's back to 9th, and behind Dave Lewis. Down to turn 1, and Sam Garford dives inside of Stu Simons for 2nd. That's allowed Lee Clackett to get a run on the pair of them, down into turn 2. Clackett to 3rd. Simons forced to go defensive to avoid being overtaken by Chris Powell. And this is allowing Ben Yeomans to pull clear. There are 6 carts chasing him. Gap to Ingram, who's managed to clear Lissider and Lewis. If it's tough at the front, it's hard at the back. Lewis Selby sent for a run down the dirt on the outside of turn 5. And this continues into turn 6. 3 wide through 6 and 7 doesn't work. Contact Marson on Simon Lloyd. End of lap 2. And Ben Yeomans is pulling clear. He's just set a fastest lap. Clackett closing in on Garford. Throws it up the inside. Garford ran wide, but he made that fairly easy. Perhaps he thinks that Lee Clackett can tow him up towards Ben Yeomans, who's flying at the front of this race. Kieran McCullough sent for a run down the gravel. Not too pleased with Mark Lowcombe. Gives him a tap to let him know he's not going to be pushed around. Yeomans pulling clear still from Clackett. Garford's got a run on Clackett to turn 1. He's prepared to follow for now. Garford's seen enough. He's gone past Clackett at turn 4. Clackett's compromised for turn 6. Here comes Simons, here comes Powell. Clackett forced to defend. Well, any tacit understanding about trying to tow each other up to Yeomans seems to be over. And while it's fairly agricultural towards the back of the field, Ben Yeomans has got a clear run, has set another fastest lap. He's pulled 2 seconds clear of the battle for second. Here it is, Sam Garford, Lee Clackett, Stu Simons, Chris Powell. Dan Butler has made his way past Jamie Jenkins for now. Butler trying to set up Chris Powell for turn 6. Powell's wise to it. He's got it covered. He's forcing Dan around the outside. That probably won't work at this level. Dan slips back in behind Chris Powell. Lewis Selby sent for another run down the grass, this time with Simon Lloyd at the back of the field. Through their dust comes Ben Yeomans. He's pulling clear. He's certainly the class of the field. Butler's got another run on Chris Powell. He throws it inside at the toe of the boot. That's for 5th place. Of course, he's compromised on the exit. He's having to defend from both Powell and Jamie Jenkins. Powell's having to cover Jenkins as well. Takes a look. That's all Jamie needs. Just when you think you're safe, he dives through. He defends now. Shows Powell the outside. There's no way around there. Yeomans has taken another half second out the chasing group, which has begun to splinter. Phil Ingram ahead of Jonathan Lister in the fight for 8th. Miller on his own in 10th. McCullough, Cowell, Laucombe, Lewis, Hill fighting over 11th place. Clackett has made his way past Garford again at turn 3. He's gone second. Lewis puts a move on Laucombe for 13th. And Tim Hill's going to have a piece of Mark Laucombe as well. Look at the lead that Ben Yeomans has got now. We're coming up on half distance. Clackett and Garford have been joined together for the first 7 laps of this race. Garford looks to be setting up Lee Clackett again. Hill puts a move on Dave Lewis. Randall puts a move on Mark Laucombe, who gives him a nice squeeze down to turn 2. Pete O'Connor there at the back of the field trying to get involved. This is sure to end in tears. Randall throws it inside of Dave Lewis. Lewis gives him the eyes. And a wave. Randall goes through. O'Connor's made his way past Laucombe. Chris Bell's joining in for a bit of knockabout. O'Connor forces his way past Dave Lewis. Laucombe's going to try and follow him into the bus stop. But that won't work. Contact on Lewis. A move that was never on. Dave Lewis now will be slowly going mental. Garford looks to the inside, possibly more to defend from Simons as opposed to making a move on Clackett. Simons makes his move in the wrong place for turn 5 and the run to 6. Has to go defensive. Garford around the outside. It's never likely to work, but he stayed ahead of Dan Butler. But his line around the hill's been compromised slightly, so Garford will be looking to set up Stu Simons for turn 1. Can he get the bus stop right? Well, he hasn't. Dan Butler now looking to make a move on P4. He's through. Of course, he's compromised. He's gone in shallow, come out slow. Has to go defensive into turn 2. Garford straight back at him. The pair of them run wide and deep. Here comes Jamie Jenkins now. Simons goes for second. Picks his moment when there's no fear of being overtaken by Garford or Butler. He'll have to defend from Clackett down the back straight. He does. Shows him the outside. There's no way around there, Lee. Whoa, and Maz has been ejected from the battle for 19th with Mark Lowcombe. I think there was contact there with Lewis Selby. Just in case you forgot, Ben Yeomans was walking away with this final. He set another fastest lap, he's 6 seconds up the road. Butler's got a run on Garford, and Powell's taking advantage of Jenkins getting too close to Garford's bumper to go 6th. A yellow flag curtails a counter-attack from Jamie. Mazza still recovering from his incident with Selby. Lister's now tagged on the back of this group. So it's 5 carts fighting over 4th place. Ingram not a million miles away either. Around the hill, picking up the revs. Into the dauntingly flat out turn 9. Simons holding off Lee Clackett, holding on to 2nd place. Obviously the pair of them not wanting to fall back into Dan Butler and Sam Garford if they can help it. I think I saw a hand there from Clackett waving Simons on. Trying to encourage Stu to take the racing line. Well, that's 12 laps complete, just 2 to go now. Garford defending from Powell, as Butler has pulled clear in 4th place. Garford forced to go defensive again. Here comes Powell up the inside. Jenkins is asleep. Lister's gone through. They're messing each other up. Jenkins down the inside of Lister, takes back 7th place. And Powell now finds himself demoted to 8th, but takes it back into turn 6. At the front, moving on to the final lap now, Ben Yeomans, he's 7 seconds clear. It's been a demonstration run for Ben Yeomans, and just for good measure, he's set yet another fastest lap. Simons, Clackett, Butler's managed to join in the battle for 2nd and 3rd. This is the race for the trophies. And it's on. Butler made a mistake bouncing across the curb there, but he's still on the tail of Lee Clackett. Clackett to the inside. Simons obviously goes defensive. He's wise to the move into turn 3. Through the switchback, Butler's got a run, but he's on the wrong side. Just the run down the back straight for turn 6 now. Expect Simons to go narrow and defensive. And he does. Clackett's not close enough. It'll take something really dirty now to take 2nd place from Stu Simons. At the front, a superb win. A class of his own for Ben Yeomans. He moves into 3rd place behind Jamie Jenkins and Chris Powell in the championship as well.